In this video, I'll show you how to use a pop-up in bubble.io to edit data. Okay, so now I'll show you how to add pop-up. The idea behind it is we want to show the data. For example, if I look at this data, I need to find the way I can edit any of this data. So, I need to click on something here to edit it. I can add an edit button or I can add anything. Let me add an edit button to it. So where I add this edit button, I come here and I need to edit somewhere here. So this is the one we will call it edit. Okay, it came out small. Let's make it a little bit 90, just for the look and feel. Now we need, when the user clicks edit, a pop-up will come on the screen. So what is pop-up? We know pop-up is probably something that comes on the screen for the user to enter data or confirm anything. To find a pop-up, here is the pop-up, and we will draw a pop-up in the middle. Let's give it a name. We'll call it Edit Post. It's important to always name your pop-up. You can play with it as well by increasing the size. As you said, I like the percentage, so we'll make this one maybe 70% of the page. Now the pop-up is there. How I can show the pop-up I want the user when the user clicks Edit. The pop-up will show up, so we'll click on Edit Assembly and go into Workflow, and we need to add Show. Anytime you work with BBB, make sure you work with Element Action. That's the BBB. You click on Element Action, then go to Show, and now we need to select your BBB. We have only one pop-up, that's it. So in this case, now we have the pop-up appearing on the screen, but it's empty. If you click, it comes empty. We need to make it show data. This is the next step we have. Now we need to select your BBB and we have only one pop-up. That's it. So in this case, now we have the pop-up appearing on the screen, but it's empty. If you click it, it comes empty. We need to make it show data. This is the next step we have. Go back to our Bob, which will be hidden somewhere here. We'll click on this one here. Here is the pop-up. Now we need to have a box to enter the data, and we need a place for the image. So let's find the box for multi-line input. Of course, you can add the title for the pop-up and everything, but now that's not important for me. I want to show you how the pop-up works. First of all, I added this. I usually go there and select percentage, and I'll make it 90. I'll make it center so it comes in the method, so this is supposed to display the text. Let's make it 120 height so it becomes bigger. So this will display the text. I need something to display the image uploader. So picture uploader from here, and I will draw it there. Make it center. I will call it Picture Edit Post. Okay, you just find the name that you, and this one we will call it Edit Post, so I remember them later. I use them when I need a button there. Here is the button to save data, so when the user clicks on it, it will save the data. Okay, click Save. I'll make it centered. These are the symbol design components I have. Of course, I can add a text to the upper part. We'll call it Edit Post. Let's make it bigger, maybe heading 3. Then we move it up to make it on the top. And if you want, you can center it so people will look at the page this way. Now this pop-up will display what data I need. To go to the pop-up itself, not on any of these components on the pop-up, click there and go to the appearance and select what data I want. This I have only one data type that I'm using, which is social media, so this has to be social. Now each of this has to be linked to the data. So I click on each one of this and I give it initial content. I click on this one. This is supposed to display the current cell or parent group post. This should display the post. This one should display the image. So I click here and go here and find, I call it, I think, picture, okay. If you want to make the picture bigger, it is usually people like pictures when they are very clear and they are big. So let's make it big a little bit, maybe 300 by 200. Anyway, so we connected this one and this one. Now what we need to do now at the moment, nothing will work because in our edit, we're just displaying the data. Okay, we need to send the data to the pop-up, not only displaying it. So I go back to the workflow as I did now. I click on Edit, click on here, and in addition to showing the pop-up, I need to display data. So I click, I go to the element action. As I said, always with pop-up, work with element action. So element action, I'll find here display data. Where I want to display data in which pop-up in this pop-up, that's the only one I have. What data I want to display is the current cell without these two things. I will have an error. Now I have no error. Now my page is ready. If I just click refresh my page and click on edit, I will get the image. I will get the text. Now I can take the next step to save the changes. If I come here and add something different to this, okay, I can click save and it will change the data. This is my next question. Now I managed to get the image and everything, but I need the way when I click save, it saves it and closes the pop-up. At the moment, I didn't add a workflow or any other workflow to save. So I go to the pop-up, which will be heading here to show it. I click on save. Save is I'll just add 10 below and then upward. So make it click on save and then go to the appearance and click add workflow. If I click on add a workflow now, here I can do the same thing. What should I use? I created when I created this data. I clicked on data, create the new data. Now I should not do that because I'm not creating a new data, I'm making changes to existing data. So I need to go into the second one, make changes to thing, because at the moment I already have the data. I'm just changing it. Yeah, so in this case I need to click on make changes to things, and from here I select what thing I want to make changes to, which is pop-up social media. This is the thing I want to change, and I click on edit. There are two things, the pictures and the post. So for the picture, it comes from where we have picture uploader. For the post, if I click on this one, I add value. That's the one for post where the post will come from. I just write multi-line input. Yeah, so I click on this one value now. I'm done. The next thing I need to hide the pop-up after the user clicks save. It should save the data and hide the pop-up from the screen. So I come here, I'll go to the element action hide and then select my pop-up. Now everything should work beautifully. And let's see how it works now. When I click on that, this is the first post. Say this is a new post. If I click or edit, I can either, this is my photo with the best student. The best student, huh? Said, say how you spell your name. If I save now, you come here. Change this is my photo with the best inside. So now I can modify anything if I want to change this. I can change it. Great TV. Okay, for example, now you'll see here on where that TV is. I have the TV. I came great TV, so now I can change things. Let me stop this recording and then we will continue.